Welcome back, dear students. Into today's video, we are going to be discussing our next topic under the consumer behavior, that is consumer decision making process. So, every successful business asks one important question: what makes a customer finally say yes to buying a product? Many people believe consumers simply see a product and buy it, but that's not how consumer behavior works. Behind every purchase, whether it's buying a house or choosing an MBA college or selecting a restaurant or subscribing to Netflix or Amazon Prime, there are a sequence of thoughts, emotions, and comparisons, and then the decision is made. And this sequence is known as the consumer decision making process. So today we are going to be understanding the process through a very simple example. Imagine a student has completed graduation and now wants to pursue an MBA. Does the student wake up one morning and immediately take a decision? No. So let's see what actually happens. The first stage is the need recognition. So, need recognition occurs when a person realizes that there is a gap between the present situation and the desired situation. For example, after graduation, a student realizes that if I am stuck in my job and I'm not getting promoted, or if I want to be something outstanding from my colleagues, then I want to do a better degree as compared to my bachelor's degree, right? So that is when the student wants better career opportunities, higher salary, and promotional growth. And this creates the need to pursue an MBA. Okay. Sometimes these needs comes naturally. Okay. But sometimes it is influenced by external factors. Like, for example, one of your friend come and talk about how MBA has changed his career, or how MBA has helped him to move ahead in his career ladder, or social media, you can say, or placement statistics, or any alumni success stories. So at this stage, the educational institution play an important role in creating awareness through seminars, digital advertisements, webinars, career counseling sessions, and even alumni testimonials. After this, the next stage is the information stage. Once the need is developed and recognized, the student starts collecting information. Instead of making an immediate decision, the student will explore different options. So what he'll do, he will visit various college websites, will watch the campus tour videos, check placement reports, read student reviews, attend educational fairs. He may also talk to his seniors or alumni, or compare entrance exam requirement. Notice one thing, the student is no longer searching for an MBA. Okay, now your student is searching for the best MBA option, right? And this entire activity is known as the information search. So at this stage, the quality of information provided by the institution becomes extremely important. Okay, then the next stage, evaluation of alternatives. Now the student has shortlisted four colleges. Okay, how does the final decision happen? The student starts comparing different factors कि कौन से कॉलेज के पास बेटर प्लेसमेंट्स है, कौन से कॉलेज में अच्छी एक्सपीरियंस फैकल्टीज है, यहाँ पे मेरा जो स्पेशलाइजेशन है और करियर गोल है वो इस कॉलेज से मैच हो रहा है क्या, फीस स्ट्रक्चर क्या है, ये कॉलेज मेरे घर से नजदीक है क्या नहीं है, कॉलेज से मुझे इंटर्नशिप्स मिलेगी क्या. Different students evaluate different factors differently. Okay, so one student may give priority to placement, whereas other student may focus on the affordability. And so this stage is called evaluation of alternatives, because consumer compares all the available options before making a final choice. The next stage is the purchase decision. So once you have made the comparison, the student decide to take admission in one particular college. However, even at this stage, he can still change. Okay, suppose another college announces merit scholarships or flexible fee payment option, or confirms excellent payment or placement opportunities. तो स्टूडेंट को तो लगेगा यार दिस कॉलेज इज मच मोर बेटर देन द कॉलेज दैट आई हैड डिसाइडेड टू टेक एडमिशन इन. So here the student may reconsider his decision. This shows that marketers can still influence the consumers at the final stage through attractive offers, financial assistance, and strong communication. Okay. Then comes the last stage, that is the post-purchase behavior. Now, this process does not end after admission. Now the student starts experiencing college life. If the teaching quality, faculty support, placement, infrastructure, learning experience meet the expectation, then the student may feel that whatever decision he has taken is correct and he is satisfied with his decision. Satisfied consumers or students may recommend the college to juniors, write positive reviews, and they will become the brand ambassadors. However, if the expectations are not fulfilled, or they're dissatisfied, okay, then students may complain, they may give negative reviews, negative word of mouth, and also discourage others from taking admission in this college. So this stage is known as the post purchase behavior. For any organization, this stage is extremely important because customer satisfaction leads to customer loyalty and positive word of mouth, because we don't want the customers just to purchase our product once. We want customers to purchase our product repeatedly, right? So every purchase decision follows a journey. It begins with recognizing the need, then continues through searching of information, evaluating of alternatives, making purchase decision, and finally assessing satisfaction after purchase. So as future managers or marketer, your role is not just to sell the product or a service. Your role is to understand what customers think, what influences their decision, and how organizations can create value at every stage of the consumer journey. So this is the essence of consumer decision making process. So before starting understanding this topic, we will first remember a famous scene from the movie Three Idiots. आई होप आप सबने थ्री इडियट्स मूवी देखा होगा और आपको एक सीन बहुत अच्छे से याद होगा जहाँ पे एग्जाम के रिजल्ट्स अनाउंस हुए हैं एंड रैंचो इज स्कोरिंग द फर्स्ट रैंक. Now, carefully observe Chatur. Is he unhappy because he failed? No. He is unhappy because he scored low marks? No. Then he is upset because someone else scored higher than him. Okay, तो ये क्या बताता है that this shows that people don't always evaluate their own success. They compare it with a reference point, right? So imagine you score 90 out of 100, but you expected 95. So instead of celebrating your excellent score, your mind keeps on thinking, मेरे 5 marks कहाँ चले गए? क्या मैंने गलती किया होगा? Right? So psychologically, the pain of losing those 5 marks feels stronger than the happiness of scoring 90 marks. This is what prospect theory explains. Okay, so consumers are more sensitive to losses than the gains. This is why marketers don't say you will save money. Instead, they say or they focus, don't miss today's offer. So the message changes and the consumer's decision also changes. Here, let's take example of Zomato. So imagine you are scrolling through Zomato and suddenly a message pops up. Your 150 rupees coupon expires in 10 minutes. Okay. Now here you are not planning to order food, but now you think if I don't order, I will lose my coupon. Notice something? The coupon was never your money, but psychologically, losing it feels painful, right? This is prospect theory. So, what are the marketing strategies that are applied using this psychology? Giving time limited coupons or countdown timers or flash deals. Okay. Another example we'll take here of Amazon Prime. Amazon displays messages like offer ends tonight or only 2 items left और prices increases tomorrow. तो यहाँ पे क्या होता है, क्योंकि कस्टमर को ऐसा लगता है अरे यार आज अगर मैंने परचेस नहीं किया तो इसका तो प्राइस बढ़ जाएगा, तो वो जो डर है ना कि मेरा पैसा ज्यादा वेस्ट हो जाएगा, लॉस है ना, तो उसकी वजह से क्या होगा कि वो प्रोडक्ट हम लोग जल्दी से खरीद लेंगे, राइट? सिमिलरली, imagine your credit card company sends you a message. Your reward points worth rupees 2000 will expire in 3 days. So many people immediately start shopping. Why? Because not because they need the product, but because they don't want to lose their reward points. The fear of losing point becomes stronger than the desire to save the money. So, what is the marketing strategy here? Expiring reward points and loyalty programs. Okay. So, what do we understand? The prospect theory teaches one powerful lesson that consumers are emotional decision makers. The fear of losing something is usually stronger than the excitement of gaining the same thing. That is why successful marketers create urgency, they create scarcity, they give free trials so that the consumers get addicted to that particular app or a software, and then they might purchase the subscription. Loyalty programs, exchange offers, limited time discounts. Okay. As future managers, you never see a message like only today, offer expires, last few seats, or don't miss out. Don't think it's just advertising. Think like a marketer and ask yourself, how is this company using prospect theory to influence my decision? That's when you'll truly understand consumer behavior. Next topic, and the endowment effect. Here, suppose that आपके पास एक एक्टिवा है, ओके, और उस एक्टिवा को खरीद के आपको 3 साल हो चुका है, एंड अभी आप सोच रहे हो कि चलो मुझे ये एक्टिवा बेच देनी है, ठीक है? तो अगर मैं आपको ये पूछूं कि आप अपनी एक्टिवा कितने में बेचोगे, तो मोस्ट प्रोबेबली यू विल से अराउंड 60,000 और 65,000, राइट? Now imagine I ask another person who wants to buy the same Activa. They'll probably say I won't pay more than 45,000 or let's say 50,000. You observe something interesting? It's the same Activa, the model is same, condition is same, market value is same. Then why is the owner expected price much higher than the buyer's willingness to pay? The answer is not the vehicle. The answer is ownership. The owner has an emotional attachment to the Activa. They remember buying it, taking their first ride, maintaining it, using it every day. Because of that attachment, they believe it is worth more than what the market believes. Okay, this psychological tendency is known as the endowment effect. Okay, in simple words, people will place a higher value on something simply because they own it, क्योंकि उनका खुद का है और उन्होंने उनको यूज किया है, प्रिजर्व किया है, तो उनको ऐसा लगता है दैट मैं इसका प्राइस बहुत अच्छे से दे रहा हूँ. Okay, let's take a few examples. For example, Amazon. Now, many consumers hesitate before buying expensive products online. But Amazon solves this particular problem by saying easy 7-day return. Now, what the consumers think that if I don't like it, I can return it. But what happens once the product reaches home and they unbox it, use it, and become familiar with it, they may finally decide not to return it. Yes. So, what is a marketing strategy? A flexible return policy reduces purchase anxiety and increases the endowment effect after delivery. Another example could be of Lenskart. Lenskart also allows their customers to virtually try different spectacles using AI. When consumers see themselves wearing a particular frame, they begin imagining that the frame as a part of their appearance. Right. So here, virtual try-on creates psychological ownership even before they purchase. So what do we conclude? What do marketers learn from endowment effect? They understand that consumers don't value products only because of their features or price. They value the products more when they feel a sense of ownership, right? This is the reason why personalized products like personalized t-shirts, mugs के ऊपर किसी का नाम लिख करके देना, personalized pens, बहुत ही ज्यादा मार्केट में चलते हैं because of this particular psychology. The companies use strategies such as free trials जो Netflix, Amazon Prime इस्तेमाल करता है. उसके बाद टेस्ट ड्राइव in the automobile sector. exchange offers, experience stores, easy return policies from the e-commerce, virtual try-ons, product customization.